Hey everyone, this is Coach Aisha just checking in. I've been getting a lot of questions lately regarding my Coaching for Kings program that I am developing. Just to give you a little background and history on what I'm doing, I got my life coaches certification in February of 2021. And of course, I was in school this semester, and so I gave myself the space to finish out my semester and go ahead and really focus on doing my business, developing my business, working on my brand, marketing, doing my research for my company, and really focusing on that for May and June. And then I plan on fully launching and full time advertising and start doing full time coaching in July. So this is a journey, guys. I feel so fulfilled. I feel extremely blessed, and I'm scared all at the same time, just to be authentic with you. Um my inspiration comes from in life as a black woman. Of course, I'm surrounded by black men. I love black men, like I really do. But in that love and in these relationships that I have with my spouse, my father, my brothers, my cousins, my homeboys, my couple of really close friends, and even exes and people I just my interactions with men, my uncles, just the men that I have, you start to see trends in behavior and trends in beliefs and I'm trying to think the best way to say it. So, in a lot of ways, with some of the things that I noticed that I believe, or I started to find out that were kind of like unhealthy in a way, and some of the struggles that some of these trends create, things like black men not feeling like they have support, black men not feeling like they have a space where they can be heard, um, feeling as if they can't ask for help, feeling as if you're less of a man for asking for help, feeling as if you have to figure it all out on your own. So you're going through a problem, you're going through a trauma, and you feel like you can't even have another perspective. Um, Coach Sean Smith, shout out to him. He has so much valuable information every day for me as a coach. His videos are so valuable for me. But he said something in his video, and he said, seeking outside help for yourself is not a weakness, it's wisdom. And that stuck with me because all the men that I've interviewed, clients that I work with, just guys that I talk to, these kings feel like nobody really wants to support them or they don't have a space. So I want to change the trajectory. I am developing coaching for kings so that I could create a program and it can expand and we can have a space for black men to have support. You got to realize, as a black man, you are born with the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're expected from birth. Your mother's already, look, I got a son. I'm going to raise him to be a good man. He going to treat, the woman in his life amazing. He's going to be a protector. He's going to be a provider. He's going to be the next, best black man that ever could imagine, more or less. And so you have all these expectations, but a lot of times you're left out with the tools to be able to be that. A lot of times men feel like their value is placed in what they do. Women are taught a lot of times, we're taught, oh, you're a queen. You need to experience this, experience that. You don't need to put up with that. You're a woman. And men are taught that you are supposed to be a protector, you're supposed to be a provider, which not saying you're not supposed to be those things, but you're valuable. You're just as valuable as the next woman. You're just as valuable for existing. You're valuable for being a divine creature from God, um, for existing on this universe. And I find that's where the disconnect is. A lot of times, if a man feels like everybody just wants him for something, they want to use him for something, they don't just appreciate him for existing, appreciate him for being that valuable man that he is. And I want to change that. I want people to, in general, as a whole, in the Black community, I want people to really change the interpretation of how they place the value in a man. Your self value, your self worth really creates your behavior, really creates your life experiences and your relationships, your everything. So, that's one of the things I want to touch. I also want to touch on all the trauma and the stress that comes from being a Black man. A lot of men feel like they're a threat to society, and if you're a Black man, you are a threat. You know, the police is looking at you. Then you seeing like on TV, you're being killed left and right, either if it's by police or it's by each other or whatever's going on, like those situations. This idea of prison hanging over your head, because so many Black men have this issue with, like the jail and the prison system that's just disproportionately, excuse me, I get tongue tied sometimes, but the ratio of Black men in prison is just extremely high compared to others, and we all know this. But all these things are hanging over you, and then you're also told, be a man, man up. You got this. You could figure this out, because that's part of being a man. Like, naturally, as human, we're pack animals. We're born into families. We're raised to be supportive of each other. We do have developed better when we have a support system. We flourish when we have other people who are in our corner to continuously help validate us and help us be a better person. And so, like, one of my sayings is, every king has a council. Every king has a council. And let that sit with you. Every queen has a council too. So, like, creating that space around you where it is okay for you to, oh, I'm coming across a bump in life, and in my perspective, in my brain, in my experience, I don't know the best way to handle this. Somebody I know, I could talk to a professional who does know how to handle this. Creating that space where I don't feel less validated as a man because I needed to seek somebody else to help me pull these answers within and outside of myself. Creating those spaces, it's very important for me. Changing the trajectory of how our society is going now is so important to me. And I really want men to start feeling heard. We have to teach our men that it's okay to feel emotion. It's okay to express emotion. It's okay to be vulnerable at times or a lot. It doesn't make you weak. This whole idea of manhood and weakness is asinine to me, at least, because, like, oh my God, it's causing so much disarray, I guess. I'm trying to think of the best words you can say. This is my first video, and I'm not great at recording videos and not talking to a real person, so y'all forgive me sometimes, because I feed off of energy, and now I'm just feeding off my own energy. But either way it goes, I just wanted to let you know that, Black men, kings, my brothers, I love you. I support you. You are heard. And I am here to assist you. I am here for you to have that space. I am going to provide a program, and hopefully, with the coaching program, my goal is to let it expand and it grow and be able to train other coaches where we specifically focus on the specific problems that Black men encounter that are very, very specific to Black men, and the stigmas that you have to deal with, the stressors that come with your life. And we create a space and a support system so that you can be the most empowered, the most inspired, live with clarity, live in your true masculine energy so that you can be healthy internally, that the traumas that you occurred, you can heal those traumas. And this is how we're going to be able to build Black communities. This is how we're going to be able to really have our Black Wall Streets everywhere, on in every city. This is how we're going to be able to be entrepreneurs and build our. We have to start internal, and we have to start with helping our men achieve that state. I feel like, of course, I'm an advocate for Black women and Black queens also, but this particular reason why I went this route with my coaching and went this route with me eventually going in after I graduate. I'm planning on going, as you know, I'm back in school, going back to get my bachelor's, and I plan on getting my master's and get my LPC so I can be a licensed professional counselor, because I want to cater therapists a chain. I want this to be a chain. This will be a brand. This will be a chain. It will be throughout the U.S. So every city has a Coaching for Kings coaches and therapist sessions right there in every city. So everybody has access to being able to have stable mental health, and being able to talk to someone who knows their problems, who's trained to know the special problems that Black men encounter. I probably could talk all day about this because I'm very passionate about it. And lately I've been doing market research and talking to men, and I have probably interviewed 18 to 19 men, and these men have went out their way, taken out the time, and been so open with me, being so vulnerable with me, telling me some of their deepest thoughts and where they some of the things where they didn't feel that they had a space to talk to other people about. And some of these men, is the first time in their life that they opened up to somebody, and I'm a complete stranger. And it was very, oh God, I don't know, I left feeling super full. Like my cup was just overflowing with gratitude, that I know how uncomfortable it was for some of them, but they were so passionate with knowing the need of this program that I'm developing. They were like, yes, I'm willing. Somebody's here to help us. Somebody's here to support us. Like, oh my God, we need this. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this work. I'm so grateful that I'm living in my purpose. And I'm so grateful that you took the time to watch this video today. So just, I hope that you enjoy and understand why this is so passionate to me. And I just needed to put my first video on YouTube because it was one of my goals. I said, you gotta, I think I have a fear of getting on the camera and not knowing what to say. And anybody who knows me know I always know what to say, but talking to like this camera is not like my most comfortable thing. So I will be producing more and more videos, more content, next content. This is just an overall idea of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and me just being open and vulnerable with my process. And so hopefully you can continue to watch my journey and watch my business grow and flourish. And if you any way that you would like to participate or contribute or even get a coaching session, please feel free to comment below or DM me or anything. Just get in contact with me and I will be here to assist you, my kings. Anyway, with much love, much gratitude, I am here for you. I support you and I love you. Coach Aisha's checking out.